My girlfriend of 2.5 years, you find out on your wedding night that she's not human. Her father has 2 fluffy little ears on his head, and 3 constantly swaying tails on his back. At this moment, the tempting aroma of food spread throughout the room, making Bai Lingchan's mouth water. Moreover, this aroma even lessened the hidden pain in her wounds, but little did Bai Ling know that in every dish you mix the tendons and marrow of the Black Cloud Demon Tiger. After all, he is a Earth-level powerhouse. Every bone and flesh of that tiger demon is effective. Foxes naturally love meat, so it's naturally beneficial for her injuries. Next, the couple sat at the dining table and began to devour the food without restraint. Until they were almost done, Bai Ling almost couldn't hold back her fox ears. She immediately felt a warm energy sprout from her danchan. Moreover, under the nourishment of this warm current, she actually touched the window belonging to the Earth-level powerhouse. She only needed a gentle push to smoothly advance to the Earth level. What kind of immortal husband did she marry? Eating a meal cooked by her husband could break through to the Earth level. This is a blessing that no amount of medicine could buy. After dinner, you were about to take the dishes to the kitchen to wash. But Bai Ling coquettishly said that she wanted to treat her husband today, and stubbornly squeezed into the kitchen with you. As soon as she entered, Bai Ling's gaze suddenly froze. Damn, I forgot about this. When you were cooking just now, there was really no opportunity to mix that demon core into the dishes. So you were thinking of giving it to Bai Ling next time, but now that Bai Ling suddenly rushed in, that demon core is probably not going to be hidden from Bai Ling's eyes. As expected, before you could stop her, Bai Ling had already rushed to the red waist token. He swallowed, pointed at the waist token, and then looked at it with a stunned and shocked gaze. How could her husband have this kind of thing? Hearing this, your face remained calm, but you were rapidly searching for a reason in your mind. At this moment, a series of beeping sounds suddenly came from your mind. The Supreme Choice system is activating. Choice 1. Tell your wife that this demon core was obtained by painstakingly killing a great demon in the suburbs. And let your wife feel sorry for you and reward you with a primary healing pill. Choice 2. This demon core was bought from the black market and cost a lot of money, but it was worth it for your wife, rewarding you with millions of assets. Choice 3. Pretend that nothing happened to avoid your wife's worries and suspicions, rewarding you with a substantial increase in cultivation. So the next second, you directly shrug your shoulders and said, "Oh, it's a gift my colleague gave me. He said his parents bought it from an auction house. If you like it, just take it to play with." There was no need to choose. It was impossible for you to let Bai Ling be worried and afraid. Choice 3 was successful, and you received a large increase in cultivation. Congratulations, host, for making the right choice. Reward, a large amount of cultivation. Do you want to claim it? Claimed. Congratulations, host. You have received a quality upgrade and your realm has been elevated. Hearing this, you nonchalantly raised an eyebrow. You didn't actually understand the specific meaning of realm. Just then, Bai Ling breathed a sigh of relief. "Oh, is that so? I thought my husband bought something good and was hiding it from me. Phew, that's good." She absolutely wouldn't disbelieve what you said. Since it was a gift from your colleague, that was for the best. She didn't want the best you in the world to be involved with anything from the demon world. Bai Ling lowered her head again and looked at the demon core, involuntarily swallowing. Moreover, this was an extremely good thing for her, since it was her husband's. Then she wouldn't be polite. With some joy, she clenched the demon core in her hand and looked at it. Then she smiled with satisfaction and said, "I really like this gift, thank you, husband." She then quickly slipped into the bathroom with that demon core, looked around, and then hurriedly closed the door. Great, this demon core, at first glance, is formed by an Earth-level demon. This is a timely gift for her. With this thing, the damage caused to her by the demon-breaking powder can be immediately restored, and maybe she can make a lot of money again. At this moment, inside the bathroom, Bai Ling erected a barrier isolating the outside world, and then released hand seals and muttered a few incantations. The next second, the red waist core in his hand actually levitated into the air. Several pink strange characters appeared around the waist core, seeming to form a magic array that imprisoned the demon core, and that demon core gradually rotated and melted in the pink light waves. The demon core released waves of red light. Once the red light was released, it was quickly swallowed and absorbed by the pink light waves. With each absorption, the texture of the pink light waves became stronger. When the light disappeared, Bai Ling let out a soft breath in an instant, for fluffy white tails suddenly surged out from behind him. The tails danced softly and flexibly in the air, appearing to have a bit of a bewitching charm. That's right, Bai Ling had successfully recovered from her injuries and smoothly advanced to the Earth level. The bloodline of the nine-tailed sky fox is extremely obvious in this kind of realm advancement. Unlike other ordinary fox clans, they are born with different tails. The nine-tailed sky fox is born with 2 tails, When they advance from the human level to 3 tails and then to the earth level, they net 4 tails afterward. Each level advancement adds another tail until 9 levels, when they can refine into a great demon capable of moving heaven and earth. However, that kind of great demon only exists in the legends of the Fox clan. She never thought that she could reach that realm so easily. Bai Ling suppressed the joy in her heart, put away the remaining demon core, and then took a few deep breaths before opening the door and walking out. She peeked her head out to observe, and you seem to be washing the dishes in the kitchen without any awareness. Bai Ling secretly covered her mouth and smiled, and then tiptoed over and hugged your waist from behind. The next morning, Bai Ling secretly sneaked out the door, although that demon core could no longer help her recover. It obviously had other uses. She passed through street after street, arriving at the most prosperous part of the city center. She wondered if her husband was awake yet, just as Bai Ling was lost in thought. The husband she was thinking about was right behind her, silently observing his wife's every move. He wondered how many secrets this silly wife was hiding from him. Oh well, for now, his wife was being watched by someone. He should stick around his wife and protect her at all times. Bai Ling looked around left and right, and then headed straight into the largest commercial building in Heilin City. Deep inside the building, there was a rather luxurious elevator that wasn't often used. Bai Ling confidently stepped up to the elevator, casually took out a card from her bag, swiped it on the sensor, and the elevator roared open, carrying Bai Ling downwards, passing through a dim area. Gradually, the surrounding scenery became more and more magnificent. You, who were hidden behind Bai Ling, curiously raised an eyebrow. It was the first time you knew that there was such a majestic and spectacular building under Heilin City. The place was brightly lit, and it was obviously a playground for the rich. The elevator doors opened with a roar. Bai Ling flipped her hair and walked out with her chin held high. She had completely abandoned her soft and delicate image at home and had become domineering and awe-inspiring. At the same time, the several attendants guarding the elevator entrance saw him and hurriedly bowed, saying in unison, "Hello, boss." Bai Ling frowned slightly and made a shushing gesture, signaling them not to be so high-profile. Upon seeing this, the attendants immediately became silent, not even daring to breathe loudly. Bai Ling walked all the way into the depths of this resplendent place with a domineering aura. Seeing this scene, you were so surprised that you couldn't close your mouth. Your wife, in addition to being a mysterious and unpredictable nine-tailed sky fox, was also a wealthy woman with such great assets. You carefully observed along the way and finally found a few big words at the entrance: the Wine Jug Auction House. This place was actually an auction house. You suppressed the shock in your heart and continued to follow Bai Ling. Finally, Bai Ling walked through various corridors and walkways, and then knocked on the mahogany door of an office. Without waiting for an answer, she pushed the door open and walked in. There were several white-haired old men sitting inside. Upon seeing Bai Ling's arrival, they bowed in unison and said, "We didn't know that Miss Bai would grace us with her presence. Please forgive us for not welcoming you properly." Bai Ling obviously didn't care about these formalities. She stepped inside and then directly took out the demon core from her bag. Smiling, she presented it to the old men and said, "An Earth-level demon beast's demon core. Esteemed masters, please estimate its price." The old men were instantly excited upon seeing it. They trembled as they steadied their glasses and then took the demon core from Bai Ling's hand. How many years has it been since this old man has seen such a good thing? Several old men instantly lost their scholar's demeanor and huddled together, chattering away. "Miss Bai is right. This demon core is indeed from an Earth-level demon beast," they said with admiration. "And look at the luster of its surface. It was probably taken from the demon beast's body not long ago. It still contains the demon beast's spiritual power from when it was alive. If this thing goes up for auction, it will definitely be a sky-high price. Definitely a sky-high price." Hearing this, Bai Ling smiled slightly. The room instantly became radiant. "You are indeed the most senior and learned appraisers in Heilin City. I got this item by luck. I just hope that it can sell for a good price. I think someone will be very happy." Someone? The old men looked at each other, deciding not to pursue Miss Bai's private matters. Miss Bai had extraordinary abilities and was definitely not someone they, mere mortals, could easily pry into. However, you, who had been hidden behind Bai Ling all this time, could naturally hear who the someone in Bai Ling's words was. Instantly, a surge of emotion welled up in your heart. So it turned out that Bai Ling had come here for you. Thinking about it, it must be the promise you made on your wedding night that had moved her, causing her to want to auction this demon core at this moment. The old men were intensely discussing the pricing of the demon core. "Miss, will the auction be held today, or should we choose another time to put it up for auction?" This old man believes that if such a masterpiece could be well packaged, It could cause a sensation throughout Heilin City, one of the old men said. Hearing this, Bai Ling's lively eyes rolled around and she said, "Tomorrow night, you will hold an auction with this demon core as the theme. I will come to watch from the audience." She had already decided that she would definitely give you a surprise. You always wanted to give her a good life. So why not use this as an opportunity to return this large sum of money to you? Hearing this, the old man hastily agreed. "Don't worry, Miss Bai, we will definitely not neglect the task given to us. We guarantee that we will be able to sell this demon core for an unprecedented price." Bai Ling nodded. She had been in charge of this underground auction house for many years, and she knew the abilities of these old scholars. This was also why she had personally come today to show the demon core to them. After entrusting the demon core to the old men to manage, Bai Ling directly flashed back home as she straightened her clothes at the door of her house. She returned to her usual cute and delicate appearance. Seeing this, you also flashed back home with Bai Ling. However, the two of you were inside and outside at this moment, creating a slightly amusing tacit understanding. Bai Ling took a light breath and then took out the key to open the door. She poked her head inside and looked around. Seeing that no one was around, she knew that you hadn't woken up yet. So she patted her chest and tiptoed back to the bedroom. She saw you still sleeping on the bed and smiled strangely. Silly husband, still not awake at this moment. You also opened your eyes in time. Wife, why are you already dressed? Are you going somewhere? Hearing this, Bai Ling smiled sweetly and said, "Yesterday my husband bought me breakfast. So today, I'm going downstairs to buy breakfast for my husband. Isn't that very virtuous?" She was holding fried dough sticks and buns in her left hand and soy milk and porridge in her right hand. It was so domestic. Seeing this scene, you were moved again. Immediately afterward, Bai Ling mysteriously pulled you into the bedroom, making your heart throb. You thought that Bai Ling was finally going to do something that couples often did. But in the end, Bai Ling just leaned close to your ear and whispered, "Husband, we are going to be rich." You knew full well what was going on, but you pretended to be surprised and said, "Oh, Bai Ling," upon hearing this, put her slender finger over her mouth and said mysteriously, "Husband, last night I showed the bead you gave me to a friend who knows its value. Guess how much he said it's worth?" It looks like we're really going to be rich this time. After a bit of suspense, Bai Ling finally told you the purpose of taking you to the auction. How could you disobey your wife's good orders? So you agreed in the bright lights of Heilin City. "Husband, we're here." Bai Ling excitedly patted your shoulder to remind you. You had been focusing intently on the information starting this morning. You had been searching for all kinds of information about demon beasts online. You suddenly realized that since this kind of thing could make money, then why not start from this aspect first? Live a good life and expand your assets, so that you can better protect Bai Ling. After Bai Ling's reminder, you finally came back to your senses. Then, you took the admission ticket that Bai Ling had prepared and entered the auction house with those richly dressed people while you were observing your surroundings. Bai Ling was obviously also observing. She frowned slightly. Something's not right. She used to often disguise herself and enter the auction house to observe the situation inside. So Bai Ling knew most of the noble sons and famous ladies in the city, but this time, there were many unfamiliar faces that even she had never seen before. For example, the team in front of them were all wearing neat suits and dark blue sunglasses. Bai Ling had never seen them before, but these people were clearly not ordinary. Realm, damn it. It seems that I've been focusing on preparing for your wedding these past few days and have completely neglected to monitor the situation in the city. If something happens tonight, what should I do? Moreover, after observing, in addition to you two and some large and small families, there was actually Li Jia who had come to bid. This made Bai Ling's heart sink. What kind of person was Li Jia? They were one of the 4 major families in Heilin City, with immense financial resources. Even they were attracted to the content of tonight's auction. It seemed that the impact of that demon core had far exceeded his expectations. Suddenly, a frivolous voice came from behind. "Oh, isn't this our campus belle? Miss Bai, after marrying this poor guy, you still have the face to come to this auction. Do you even have the money to buy anything here?" Hearing this, Bai Ling turned around and met Wang Jue's gaze. The Wang family and the Li family belonged to the 4 major families of Heilin City. Wang Jue, as the young master of the Wang family, was your classmate for 4 years of university? However, this person had been pestering her for a long time and eventually lost in the competition with you. So he had always harbored resentment towards the two of you and didn't even attend your wedding. He never thought that he would meet him in this kind of place. How unlucky. Bai Ling frowned and didn't want to get involved with this person. She just wanted to pull you in and enter the venue quickly. Seeing this, you turned your head and gave Wang Jue a cold look, then took Bai Ling's arm and didn't give him another glance. Wang Jue obviously didn't understand the couple's animosity. When he saw Bai Ling, an involuntary, lascivious look flashed through his eyes. Bai Ling was the most beautiful campus belle in school back in her school days, famous throughout Hailing University for her pure beauty. Now that she had just gotten married, she appeared even more charming, swallowing his saliva. Wang Jue hurriedly rushed up to stop them. "We were classmates once, weren't we? You can't even take a small joke, can you? You're too petty?" You looked at Wang Jue as if he were a dead object. The look in your eyes made Wang Jue shut his mouth and involuntarily shiver. Before Wang Jue could figure out where his fear came from, "You said indifferently, whether we have money or not, whether we can enter this auction house or not, is none of your business, young Master Wang." You didn't give Wang Jue even a shred of courtesy. "That's right, it's none of your business." Bai Ling frowned. "Miss Bai, you can't say that. Aren't we classmates for 4 years just because of Miss Bai's beauty? If you like anything later, tell me, big brother. I will definitely buy it for you." Wang Jue's face, flushed with excess, carried a frivolous smile. His eyes were shamelessly scanning up and down Bai Ling, as if Bai Ling was a commodity waiting to be sold. Hearing this, Bai Ling sneered. If her husband wasn't beside her, she would have dismembered the raving Wang Jue into 8 pieces. He didn't know that you had the same thought. "Young Master Wang, if you're free, go inside quickly. If I like anything, naturally someone will pay for it for me. No need to bother you," Bai Ling said. "If you won't accept a toast, you'll be forced to drink a forfeit." Wang Jue's face sank. Just as he was about to say something, a voice suddenly came from behind him. "So young Master Wang has arrived as well. What a pleasure to meet you. What are you all talking about? You seem so happy." A handsome young man with a pompadour came out from behind Wang Jue. It was Li Jun. Why was he here? Wasn't this person the one who had just lost a beloved pet and was offering a 5 million bounty to kill the Black Cloud Demon Tiger?